A grieving mother wants accountability after she says her mentally ill son froze to death while in the custody of a Georgia jail.
On December 18, 2022, Anthony Lamar Walker was arrested on a charge of aggravated assault. 8 days later, Walker was found dead in his cell. The medical examiner determined the cause of death was hypothermia.
Hypothermia occurs when someone is exposed to cold, wet, or windy conditions and their core body temperature drops below 95 degrees. The condition can affect the brain, making the victim unable to think clearly or move well. A federal lawsuit alleges deputies knew Walker was cold and were aware of his mental condition, but failed to protect him.
Investigative reporter Andy Parati takes an in-depth look at the case.
From the moment Anthony Lamar Walker arrived at the DeKalb County Detention Center in 2022,
His behaviors were very erratic over the last few days.
jail staff sensed something was off.
He bangs a lot, he yells a lot, and he paces a lot.
The 34-year-old wasn't eating. He urinated on his clothes and threw his food tray. His mom, Tony, says her son battled schizophrenia and believes he was going through a mental health crisis. According to his medical records, the jail knew he suffered from mental illness. It treated him before. Detained this time for alleged aggravated assault.
So I figured, okay, great. Not great that he's there, but at least he's somewhere I know where he is and he'll get medicated properly.
8 days after taking him into custody, deputies found Lamar unconscious. Jail records show medical staff didn't perform CPR.
He made contact with EMS and have EMS en route to the DeKalb County Jail. Reference to a possible deceased male inmate.
According to the DeKalb County Medical Examiner's Office, Lamar didn't die from physical trauma, an overdose, or by suicide. His cause of death, hypothermia. Found with no clothes on and cold to the touch the day after Christmas.
What was that like hearing that he essentially froze to death?
Unbelievable. Like, I feel like I'm in a hell episode of The Twilight Zone. You let a person freeze to death? No one did their job.
Stay inside, stay warm if you can. This is pretty historic December cold for us.
Days before Lamar was found dead, jail staff sent this email reminding employees to prepare for the cold weather and to give inmates 2 blankets each.
And it was like really, it was cold, like really cold, because like sometimes even when I would walk through, I would have my, my jacket because it was like really cold.
And it'll feel like 5 below, so absolutely layer up as much as you can.
According to a wrongful death lawsuit filed in federal court, it claims the sheriff's office and medical staff failed to protect him, alleging Lamar received no medication, no mental health screenings, and did not adequately check on his well-being. This nurse claims she checked on Lamar around 7 a.m. hours before he was found dead.
And we had a small conversation. I think I asked him what have he been eating. And I said, put some clothes on.
According to the security video, that didn't happen. Watch closely. The nurse walks inside the jail pod shortly after 7 a.m., but never checked inside Lamar's cell before walking away.
And they did nothing. Like, how do you treat somebody like that? Just leave them in a cell on the floor, naked, when it's freezing. All you gotta do is open the door.
Tony knows the cell where her son died well. She was a DeKalb County deputy at the same jail for nearly 23 years, once awarded the Employee of the Month.
I used to be very proud of the fact that I worked there, but now I'm embarrassed. I'm upset, I'm hurt, I'm deeply hurt.
DeKalb County Sheriff Melanie Maddox declined interview requests to discuss Lamar's case, and in an investigation by the sheriff's staff, found jail employees did not violate any policies.
Which is a real slap in the face.
Tony disagrees, and she wants to hold the sheriff's office responsible for her son's death.
So you telling me you saw no wrong with that when you didn't even do your job?
We've reached out to Sheriff Maddox, but she has refused to comment.
According to court documents, Sheriff Maddox has asked the judge to throw out the lawsuit, arguing that under the Georgia state constitution, she is protected by sovereign immunity, a legal doctrine which protects the government from being sued.